Currently, the efficiency and good performance of an organization are mainly based on the implementation of a quality management system that systematically and orderly focuses the processes towards meeting the planned objectives, operational quality, and continuous improvement of services. In the specific case of a laboratory, the level of competence to position itself and be recognized among the best demands the indispensable adoption of a management system under the ISO 1 IEC 17025 standard. This requirement, besides being mandatory, is a strategic decision in terms of profitability, solidity, and consistency for the business. The applicability of the standard is directed at laboratories that perform sampling, testing, or calibration whose interest and concern focus on evaluating and demonstrating that they are technically competent and that their results are reliable. What is ISO 1 IEC 17025? ISO 1 IEC 17025 is an international guide that establishes the requirements that laboratories must meet to demonstrate that they operate competently and generate reliable results. What is it for? Ensuring the quality of results. It helps ensure that the results of tests and calibrations are accurate and reliable. Trust and recognition. Laboratories that comply with this standard are internationally recognized, allowing them to gain the trust of their clients and authorities. Continuous improvement. It promotes the continuous improvement of laboratory processes and procedures, ensuring they remain up-to-date and efficient. Regulatory compliance. It helps laboratories meet legal and regulatory requirements applicable to their activity. Key elements of an ISO 1 IEC 17025 management system. There are 3 key elements that every laboratory must know before implementing the ISO 1 IEC 17025 standard. 1. Leadership. No management system is effective without a motivated and committed workforce with a common purpose, which is made possible by the leadership of top management. They play a key role not only in the implementation, but also in the maintenance and continuous improvement of the system. The capability and scope of the management allow integrating the ISO 1 IEC 17025 requirements within the essential processes and strategic objectives of the laboratory, of course, with the active collaboration and participation of the staff members. Leadership must identify and timely address elements that may affect the achievement of objectives and the conformity of products or services, such as existing technologies, competitive environment, applicable regulations, corporate principles, etc. 2. Change management. Recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of the context, demonstrating the leadership of top management, and the commitment of stakeholders allows for adequately managing the changes the laboratory may face. Change management enables the laboratory to successfully implement an ISO 1 IEC 17025 management system, harness the potential of its employees, strengthen teamwork, incorporate new technologies, and competitively position its brand in the market. As a complex process, change management requires clearly defined goals and detailed planning, making it necessary for top management and their staff to work hand in hand to achieve the laboratory's strategic objectives. 3. Process approach. Under the process-based approach, the laboratory can identify scenarios where non-compliance could occur and establish the relevant controls to address such risks. Identifying the processes, their functioning, and interrelationships reveals critical areas on which a preventive, flexible character is adopted that adjusts to the diversity of processes without altering the quality of products or services or customer satisfaction. Why implement ISO 1 IEC 17025's management system? There are many reasons to implement an ISO 1 IEC 17025 management system, but here are the most important. 1. More productive laboratories. Laboratories are concerned about productivity and resource utilization, aspects directly determined by the quality of both personnel and processes. In this regard, proper training for each role that ensures the theoretical and practical knowledge for making accurate decisions allows each employee to contribute to the laboratory's productivity. Likewise, controlling the quality of processes prevents defects and nonconformities in products and services, optimizes response time, meets planned objectives, and maintains continuous improvement. Incorporating the ISO 1 IEC 17025 requirements into laboratory management will ensure the business is productive and solid in its results. 2. Satisfied customers. Every laboratory heavily depends on its customers. Thus, gaining their trust and maintaining a high level of satisfaction is vital for business continuity. Complying with ISO 1 IEC 17025 requirements means the laboratory has the technical and management competencies necessary to provide reliable and valid results. This leads to customers believing and trusting in the laboratory's work, maintaining their loyalty, interest, and satisfaction. This directly favors the business's stability, as recognition for meeting high standards of quality control and management will elevate it to another level. 3. Saving money. With competent personnel and reliable processes, the laboratory will significantly reduce errors and nonconformities in results, avoiding rework, amendments, and changes that require new investments of time and money. Through an ISO 1 IEC 17025 management system, a preventive and risk management approach is adopted to address adverse events before they occur, saving all kinds of effort and mitigation actions. Under this standard, the laboratory can automate operations through procedures that ensure effectiveness and efficiency in processes to generate results according to the plan. Corrective and preventive actions with a root cause analysis approach ensure real and consistent interventions that prevent the materialization of costly and dangerous situations for the laboratory. 4. Increasing clients. Being recognized as a laboratory that implements and accredits the ISO 1 IEC 17025 standard attributes, technical qualities, and validity to its results, an advantage for the business in an increasingly competitive market. A client will trust more in an accredited laboratory, and if it exceeds their expectations of quality, service, and compliance, their comments will undoubtedly be positive, strengthening the business's image and reputation among stakeholders. 5. Meeting requirements. Currently, the applicable regulations for laboratories aim to ensure technical competence and the reliability of analytical results. Therefore, implementing ISO 1 IEC 17025 is necessary for both management and compliance with requirements. Within the management system, all laboratory activities can be accredited. However, it is initially recommended to choose methods and items according to their criticality, and once the system is solidified, to expand the scope. How to implement ISO 1 IEC 17025 in a laboratory? 1. Diagnostic phase. Initially, the laboratory's compliance with ISO 1 IEC 17025 requirements and its technical capacity is evaluated. The diagnostic includes raising awareness among the staff as an essential part of empowering and committing to the management system and its benefits. The result of this phase allows structuring the work plan, budget, and schedule. 2. Document construction phase. The formal preparation of the system documents is based on the technical and management requirements of ISO 1 IEC 17025, which can be hierarchically integrated by the quality policy, procedures, technical instructions, plans, and records. Not all information needs to be documented. The laboratory is free to choose the size and details of its documentation. Some recommendations you can consider during this phase are: the documentation should be adjusted to the size and nature of the laboratory. It should be clear, precise, and easy to interpret. Evidence the principles, objectives, and corporate strategies. Handle a format and structure that identifies the laboratory. Each procedure should present its purpose, scope, responsibilities, description, records, change control, dates, approval, version, annexes, etc. 3. Awareness and implementation phase. Once the system documentation is prepared, it must be disseminated, approved, and implemented. Top management and employees must understand the need to incorporate the regulatory requirements into their daily responsibilities to successfully implement the system. Training sessions are very helpful to generate awareness and ownership by the staff to adopt good practices, follow procedures, comply with requirements, and seek continuous improvement of processes. 4. Internal audit phase. This phase allows verifying the laboratory's compliance with the ISO 1 IEC 17025 through a systematic evaluation of the management system where failures, non-conformities are detected, and corrective actions are implemented. ISO 1 IEC 17025 internal audit allows finding improvement opportunities for the laboratory's processes, operations, and strategies. Its key components include audit planning, development and compliance review, communication of findings, and the results report. 5. Accreditation phase. The decision to seek accreditation is a voluntary decision of the laboratory, which strengthens and adds value to the brand name and recognition. Achieving ISO 1 IEC 17025 accreditation is a significant accomplishment that highlights the laboratory's commitment to meeting regulatory, client, and stakeholder requirements. In this phase, the laboratory demonstrates its technical, impartial, and transparent capacity to offer products, services, and solutions in compliance with the highest quality standards.